Welcome to the Dreamlands. We're back in the deserts of Kharak, and we are returning to some highlights from the Artifact Cup 19. This, I believe, was from the semi-finals, and it is going to be a pretty damn good one. We are on Kalash Teeth. We have got a coalition versus Khaaneph, and two old school players that I'm sure everybody at this point is familiar with. It is going to be Tren versus Megarith. I expect good things out of this game. So let's get our bearings here. We are going to be on the north side of Kalash Teeth. So player one spawning on the north side of Kalash Teeth. It is going to be Megarith. It's been a while since I cast a game of his, so this should be pretty damn cool. He is a solid player all around and a very cool guy. So playing as the coalition, we've got Megarith south side of Kalash Teeth. His opponent, and a tall order indeed. It is none other than Tren, a player that has been around since day one and who is very dominant in the scene, a highly skilled player and a very knowledgeable player in the ways of the desert. So Tren playing in his distinct yellow and red Khaaneph. One of my favorite maps in the pool. I love this map. I love how it looks. I love how it plays. It is just absolutely awesome. So two players I love, a map I love, and we're in the semifinals of Artifact Cup 19, so it should be pretty damn good. What have we got going on for Tren? He has saturated his main, long-hauling resources from his first wreck bulkhead, and he is going for assault ship fabrication on the back of sand skimmers.
Light attack vehicle in service.
Base runner coming out mid to grab the center artifact, and what have we got from Megarith for opening build? He has saturated his main and his long-hauling resources from his first wreck bulkhead, and he is pumping out LAVs onto the map. A couple of LAVs going into the center. A lot of LAVs, as a matter of fact. He's got 6, 4 on the field and 2 in production, so he has spotted the base runner. He's going to go in for a bit of harassment. Going to try and slow down Tren. Tren's just going to pop smoke and sit there. He doesn't even care. And yeah, so that's it for early game action. Staying on 7 LAVs by the looks of it. No upgrades just yet. Oh yeah, we do have armor level 1. What am I talking about? Oh, the blast drone though. Oh, Megarith. Oh, the blast drone. Blast drone. So that puts an end to that little problem. I mean, Tren's base runner might still go down. There are enough LAVs to stop this, and there are assault ships in production though. What is Megarith going to have? Wisely, he does have railgun fabrication on the back of that. That's exactly what he needs. So yeah, this base runner is going to get cleaned up. However, it is going to do so at the cost of 5 LAVs. Beautiful. Or was that 4? Let's look at when it's lost. 4 LAVs. Alright, so 4 LAVs for a base runner and a blast drone. So not a bad trade, really. I mean, that's like 400 CUs compared to... Well, I guess that base runner was free, so that is a pretty horrible trade. If he bought the base runner, then that wouldn't have been such a bad trade. Any armor upgrades? No armor upgrades. Looks like there's power into mobility support, and a couple of assault ships coming through the center, screened by a sand skimmer. That is going to force the retreat on Megarith's LAVs, and he does have his first railgun on the field, second one almost on the field as well. That's going to be enough to push these assault ships off. Megarith too. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Beautiful play though. Megarith was able to secure an artifact, so he does take a lead. Beautifully done. Denies the artifact. A little bit of a miss micro there, allowing all of those LAVs to go down. But he... Oh no! More miss micro. Don't get your LAVs on top of the assault ship. Oh, don't do it, man. Alright, so he's able to hold them at bay. But Tren is going to do that thing that he does, which is super annoying, and just leave assault ships here. Is he going to do it? No, he's going to actually try and push. He's going to see that there are railguns here. He's not even going to get an LAV, so beautiful play by Megarith. But look at this. I talked about this in my map analysis video. That is such an annoying thing to do, man. Tren always does this too, and you should do it if you have the opportunity. Super annoying. Oh, a turret even. Megarith coming out on the back of a little bit of miss micro and a bad early engagement with some beautiful plays here. Turret is going to go down and deny the third from Tren. He's also going to shut down also these assault ships. But how's he going to deal with this? That's going to be a problem for him. He's getting a support cruiser on the field, so it doesn't want to fall behind. And the damage upgrade for the railguns. Do we have production cruiser refinery mode?
Light attack vehicle online.
No, we don't. We're getting sand skimmer ratings, so it's going to be sand skimmers and assault ships versus LAVs and railguns. Always a beautiful, beautiful time. That's going to be.
Hostile armor incoming.
Deployable out.
Move order confirmed.
So some nice play actually from Megarith. I do like that.
Now operational.
He's able to hold off Tren's assault as well as take an advantage in the early game, deny the third. That's pretty nice. However, Tren, not to be denied, is going to have a couple of assault ships come and clean up this base runner and put a little bit of pressure on the back door for Megarith. Second production cruiser on the field for Tren, spewing out sand skimmers. We've also got an armor upgrade for the assault ships. I would not be surprised to see interceptor fabrication on the back of this. This base runner is screwed for sure. Nice scouting drone before the base runner dies. And a nice position on all of these railguns. I like this. Megarith has scouted Tren's position. He knows exactly where he's coming from. He's got railguns on the high ground here, exactly as I detailed in my map analysis video. Perfectly done. Going to prevent these assault ships coming over that dune, screened by the railgun or screened by the LAVs, which have vision on those, and a group of railguns back here. I'd like to see him put them right up here. Looks like exactly what he's doing. So playing defensively on this map exactly as you should as Coalition, and mining at full efficiency off of 2 resource locations, so taking an economic lead on the back of an artifact lead. Beautiful play. This is turning out to be a good game as I anticipated. Looks like Tren is fanning out with some sand skimmers. Going to come around, and it is spotted. Is it spotted, or is it about to get spotted by Megarith? With that game sense that you get when you play this game a lot, he's like, I haven't heard from Tren for a while, and I suspect some shenanigans, and shenanigans indeed. A bunch of sand skimmers upgraded with armor level 1 as well as rating. They're going to come in here for a little bit of harassment, and the perfect answer, spamming out more LAVs. You want to use your range advantage with the LAVs. Use the healing from your support cruiser and take the fight on home ground. Oh yeah, and Tren is using this as an engagement initiation. Gonna force micro. You want to micro your railguns. Don't let the sand skimmers take your railguns fire off of these assault ships. Keep focusing on the assault ships. The assault ships are going to go down. However, a couple of railguns as well as most of these LAVs. However, none of the salvagers went down. The support cruiser didn't go down. All of the important stuff is still intact. These railguns were not moved out of position. So Megarith is holding it. On the back of that, there is going to be production cruiser refinery mode, definitely. So Tren now sitting on 2 base economy, catching up with Megarith and keeping the pressure on. Megarith is able to finally force off these sand skimmers. A couple more are going to come in, but now that they are drastically outnumbered, how is Megarith doing for upgrades? Armor level 2, beautiful. So he does have, armor level 2 for Tren as well as a damage upgrade as well. So pretty damn close. This is a very close fight, but Megarith is holding it beautifully. He's maintaining his LAV numbers advantage. He's maintaining his railgun positioning. He's able to clean up all of the assault ships and all of the sand skimmers as they stream out into the map. So pretty damn nice play. And he's denying the third. So I think Megarith wants to take a third. On the back of that, I would love to see a support cruiser. He has a gunship, actually. Holy smokes, a gunship and 3 strike fighters about to be in the hangar. AEV fabrication coming up as well.
Strike fighter ready for service. Strike fighter online.
Is there air tech for Tren? There is no air tech for Tren. There is no missile ship fabrication for Tren. Looks like Tren is gearing up, however, to deal with this turret. Looks like he wants to get that out of the way so he can set up his third. I would like to see a sport cruiser, and I would like to see Megarith set up a third now that he has a pretty decent advantage. He has an advantage in terms of military units for sure. I split on the skimmers. I'm going to take 2 down. Losing 2 skimmers for a turret is a good trade indeed. What is Tren's choice? Oh, Tren's going for siege cruisers. All right.
Strike fighter online. The command carrier must place
Where's that gunship, man?
capacity deployable.
Use that
Proceed
gunship.
rally point. Secure location marked.
A gunship right here, right now would be so beautiful.
Light attack vehicle online.
I do like Megarith scouting, getting that drone out there just to make sure there's no more backstabs coming, and moving out into the center of the map with his LAVs. What do we got for skimmers? We have max upgrades for the skimmers, and we have max upgrades. No, we've only got double armor upgrades for the LAVs, so no damage upgrades, no boost yet. So that will be trouble if Tren is... Oh boy, Tren is sending a siege cruiser through the middle of the map. Megarith is going to spot it. He is going to clean up this scouting sand skimmer, or is he? He's definitely going to try, but the siege cruiser is going to get spotted, and this might be a... Ooh, that EMP though, beautifully shot. That was a skill shot worthy of a top tier player. Beautifully done, going to force off all of those LAVs, going to do a ton of damage, and now they're going to get surrounded by skimmers, which have distinct and decisive upgrade advantage, so these are all going to get cleaned up, and Megarith is now boxed in. However, anticipating it, he does have 6 strike fighters in the hangar, and it looks like those are launched as well as a gunship. So the strike fighters are going to go in, and this siege cruiser is in a ton of trouble. No anti-air to be seen anywhere, and the gunship is going to go after the sand skimmers. Beautiful play here. Beautiful play by Megarith. Going to clean up that siege cruiser. Oh, perfectly done, and the gunship is just going to lay waste to all of these skimmers. Beautiful. There are interceptors in the field on the in the sky now for Tren. He does love his interceptors, and there's going to be a little bit of dogfighting here. The gunship goes down. These interceptors are going to go down, however, just by weight of numbers. 9 strike fighters compared to 2 interceptors. So at this point in the game, Megarith owns the sky. However, Tren did grab an artifact with his base runner. He is going to be able to tie this game up to a 1-1. Man, this has been a fantastic game so far. Very, very good game, showcasing Deserts of Kharak, especially on this map. I love when players play to the map as effectively as they are currently doing, with the right unit compositions, the right positioning, and the right plays. However, Tren on the back of this was able to go up to 3 bases. He's mining on 3 bases with full efficiency. However, on the back of Megarith's decisive victory in the sky, he is pushing out onto the left side of the map with a number of AAVs. 1 AAV and 2 railguns and a bunch of skimmers, with the strike fighters, which are going to start pouring their fire into this production cruiser. Beautiful play. While the ground forces flank around backside and try and do some more economic damage, these interceptors are going to get into the sky, and they are going to start taking down some of the strike fighters, but not before a production cruiser goes down. Beautiful push. How much is it going to cost him is the question. He had 9 strike fighters, and he currently has 6. So it is going to cost him 3 strike fighters. Worth it, in my opinion, for all of the economic damage that he has done by taking down that production cruiser.
Secure location marked.
Oh god, but all of the LAVs get cleaned up, and now these railguns are in a pretty bad spot. Both of those railguns are toast, for sure. They're not going to escape.
Alert. Railgun down.
Is Megarith on... He's still on 2 bases. This is what I don't want to see. I want to see him go up to 3 bases. Beautiful use of smoke by Tren, with another base runner going to grab a second artifact. Or was it that same one? Yeah, same one. So he grabbed mid and then the right side.
Modifications carried out.
These LAVs are going to clean this up, but Tren was able to take the lead with 2 artifacts now.
Move order confirmed.
Some beautiful play coming out from Megarith though, but he just is falling behind. Able to keep Tren basically on 2 bases.
Green line confirmed. Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation.
See some nice dogfighting here.
Support cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support.
Oh hell yeah, force those interceptors back. Man, I love this game. This is the best RTS ever.
Be advised. Hostile carrier.
Keeping his strike fighters' numbers up is very, very crucial. He doesn't want to fight around these production cruisers, though. Don't fight around production cruisers. Oh, God. Look at the damage on those strike fighters. Oh, brutal damage on the strike fighters. But a nice backstab coming in from all these LAVs. Going to start cleaning up a couple of salvagers.
Copy. Return to carrier.
Beautiful, beautiful play. He wants to slow Tren down. He knows Tren's on 3 bases, so he wants to do as much economic damage as possible, and it looks like he's going to be able to clean up all of these salvagers, so beautiful play again. Taking down a production cruiser, forcing the rebuild on that, shutting down some Sandskimmer harassed through mid, his carrier, as well as a couple of LAVs. Was that a tactical bomber?
Reading.
I see a tactical bomber.
Position locked in.
I'm a simple man, I see tactical bombers and I'm happy.
Rally point set.
That's pretty awesome. They are kind of the underdog of the coalition fleet. However, a couple of them can one-shot an entire mining operation. They will blast a production cruiser as well as all salvagers into oblivion, so that would be pretty cool to see. However, Tren is still, once he gets these salvagers back up, he will still be on 3 bases while Megarith is on 2. Currently he's on 2 and Megarith is on 2, so it's even for the time being.
Copy. Railgun responding.
And cleaning up all the salvagers on Tren's main was a huge deal there. Gonna push out now with an AAV and a couple of LAVs.
Move confirmed.
Rally point set.
There are enough assault ships on the field as well as a forward missile battery now. Oh god, as well as another siege cruiser. So Megarith is going to have a bit of trouble on his hands.
Bomber to launch deck.
Bomber set for launch.
Oh, don't send the bomber.
Attack vehicle destroyed.
Don't send it over the missile ship.
Effective fire set. We got a railgun.
Oh, the EMP. And the barrage.
Alert. Railgun.
Oh man. Megarith walked right into that, and all the interceptors are going to get into the sky. There are missile batteries though. Where's that bomber? Oh, he's hiding it back here. Beautiful play. Beautiful play.
Alert. Strike fighter.
But there's interceptors right there. Are they going to see the bomber? Oh, they're going to see it. Oh god, it gets taken down. No! That's why bombers don't get used very often. Beautiful play, but shut down by Tren. Oh, and he GG's out. Megarith GG's out of the game. He knew it was over. I mean, it wasn't over. I think that was a bit premature, but Tren was starting to snowball out of control and taking advantage. Anyway, fantastic game. Fantastic. Absolutely great. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. And I'll see you for the next video.